got PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspend, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparations, 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 check reparations.
Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. Yeah, everybody.
Oh, yiggity. What's up, y'all? So look, we're just going to get right into this, man. I don't know if y'all knew, but gang members hold the highest position, the highest levels in the LA Sheriff's Department. Investigation reveals. No-ish Sherlock, though. Real talk, like, who hasn't been talking about this? See, if you listen to the news, you'll just be so far behind. That's why Keep It Pete podcast is so needed. You see what I'm saying? Make sure that you tap in on all the respective platforms here, there, buddy. And let's go ahead and get into this story. It goes on to say that a blistering new investigation decries violent lawlessness and deputy gangs that continue to wield extraordinary power in Los Angeles Sheriff Department. The report delivers a call to action to new sheriff Robert Luna. It's time to eradicate this 50-year plague upon the county of Los Angeles. Let's walk that back a little bit. They said 50-year plague. So for 50 years, there has been gangs in the Los Angeles Police Department. So I guess when NWA was talking about F the police and they was talking about all of these tragedies that was going on in the hood, I guess it was believable, huh? So the report identifies at least half a dozen active gangs and cliques and names them: the executioners, the banditos, the regulators, the Spartans, the gladiators, the cowboys, and the reapers. Man, come and look how they try to put they put the killing ones first and last, right, to kind of spread them out so you don't think that's what it's all about. But they do have two gangs in here that is definitely connected right to death. And nobody's doing anything about it? Okay. It says these pose a threat to the general public. Deputies hoping to prove themselves worthy of gang membership routinely seek out violent encounters with the public, with the investigation reports, as well as internal command and control structures of the LASD. The gangs undermine supervision, destroy public trust, and discriminatory, destructive, and contrary to professional policing, the report concludes. It says perhaps most alarming that the investigation reveals that in recent years, the tattooed gang members have risen in the highest levels of the department leadership. It is called out recently former Sheriff Alex Villanueva, who lost his 2022 election bid to betray the promise for the reform and installing gang members as the highest hand man. Villanova said that at minimum, he tolerated it and not a reward for a deputy gang. It says in a new investigation described as deputy gang culture, this is deeply embedded in the LASD. It says calling it a cancer and it must be erased. Conducted by a special counsel, the Citizens Oversight Committee, the county body watchdog LSD, and a 70-page investigation relied on interviews, nearly 80 witnesses, and a half a dozen depositions in courts exhibiting this civil lawsuit and behavior. It says the LASD is the nation's second largest municipal law enforcement agency. Deputies are sworn to serve and protect. You ain't seen that on no car in a minute. More than 4 million residents, as well as operate America's largest county jail system. Yet the LASD has long been writhing in lawlessness. It says the gangs and cliques were first declared in LASD in 1973 with the identification of a group called the Little Devils. A landmark report of Cole's commission, issued by the wake of Rodney King beating, denounced the problem of deputy cliques publicly in 1992. So it was cliques that beat up Rodney King too, I'm sure. That's basically what they're telling you. It says in 2021, the report commissioned by LA County underscored the deputy gangs and cost taxpayers at least $55 million in court judgment settlements. It's way more than that now. Everybody getting paid from millions from court joints. And did y'all know that when people get them big old settlements, for police shootings, that's basically coming from taxpayer money? Were y'all was y'all aware of that? It's not the police department that has to fork over the cash. It's you and I. So it's really not a win. You know what I'm saying? It's a life loss. Police usually in most cases don't get justice, and then we got to foot the bill for it. It goes on to say it's a lot of blah, blah, blah. But it said LASD's struggle with deputy gangs has been an open secret within law enforcement. Really? And the report upbrands the county's DA office for recklessness in not disclosing the gang affiliation of deputies who also serve as prosecution witnesses. The failure to obtain and disclose potential exoneration or impeaching testimony favorable to the defense, it argues, raises significant constitutional issues. You think? You think so? You literally are a gang member on the stand. What about witness? What about witness credibility? What about that? Well, that's all out the window just because he got a badge on. That means like almost every case since the 1970s needs to be reopened and looked at because they're all ran by gangs. That's what they just said. And wonder why we coming out with a documentary called Slave Patrol. And how you cannot reform this type of or level of behavior. It's just not possible. It goes on to say the report concludes with the detailed set of a policy recommended for uprooting the Department of Gangs. The moves range from prohibiting new tattoos to breaking up precinct cliques to reforming command structures to limit precinct anonymity. It insists that the elimination of deputy cliques and gangs is not only constitutionally permissible, but a constitutional imperative. So why y'all ain't done it yet? It says new Sheriff Robert Luna also campaigned as a reformer, but unlikely Trumpy Villanueva, Luna's actions are far matching his rhetoric. In mid-February, Luna announced the creation of a new Office of Constitutional Policing he insisted would be tasked to eradicating all deputy gangs from the department. But Luna and the LASD outsiders who served as police chief on Long Beach insisted, I will have a zero tolerance of this type of conduct. They ain't finna do nothing to nobody. They ain't finna do nothing to nobody. This was a whole nothing burger article. He look the way he look at him. He don't even look like he about to do nothing to nobody. I'm sorry. That's the old one. That's Alex Villanueva. But he looked like a gang member. He looked like you ever had your shit pushed in? I shouldn't have said that. I forgot about the algorithm. Whatever. It's just one curse man. Plus, she said at the end too. Whatever. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you. I just thought you needed to know that the Popo 911 is a joke. 911 is a joke in your town. That's basically what they're saying. Then they're trying to make it seem like it's only LA cops that got clicks in their precincts. Like that doesn't permeate throughout all the precincts throughout the country. About I don't know how many, like 1,300 of them or something like that. I think it is 1,300 precincts throughout the country. And you telling me ain't no other gangs? All right, I'm done. All I'm saying is keep your candy bar, man. Love on some love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Keep your peace, man. You gotta have this piece and this piece, man, out here, because this Wild Wild West, B. Other than that, I ain't gonna hold you, cuz I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And I already gave you the 4 words, so I guess I just got to drop the commercials on you. That's it. That's all you get, man. That's it, dog. That's it.
This is Kendra Blackwood for Hot Lava Music TV. First off, let's get this straight. I only want a boss. And I like to see a boss and boss shit. Where can you get boss shit, you ask? Well, dig this player. Boss 3 Anti Clothing got that drip for you and your missus. Now first, go follow at Boss 3 Anti Clothing on IG to see more real boss shit. And second, please log on to boss3anticlothing.com. That's boss3anticlothing.com.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say it.